Over the many years of MLP, I've been especially impressed with the character development that's been given to Scootaloo. Starting off as a wide-eyed filly who wanted to find her purpose in life, just like the other Cutie Mark Crusaders, and eventually establishing much more of her own identity, coming to terms with the possibility that she may never be able to fly. This really came to a head in a more recent episode, The Washouts, where Scootaloo for a brief moment felt as though she found her true calling in life. And that heartbreaking scene between her and Rainbow Dash really made the audience question whether Rainbow really is the best example Scootaloo should be looking up to. But then I began to wonder, is there some other pony who might have been a better choice in such a role? Lightning Dust obviously has her priorities a little skewed, even though many of her methods did draw Scootaloo in to begin with. Although, what if instead there had been a shift in the series where Scootaloo decided that Fluttershy might just be the best kind of teacher to help her learn how to fly? Or perhaps even accept the idea that she may never be able to. Now, we need to ask ourselves the very obvious question of just why a character like Scootaloo, who loves dangerous stunts, adventures, and loud music, would ever want to spend time with the calm, timid, and soft-spoken Fluttershy. First of all, I actually believe they could share a great deal of experience when it comes to bullying. If Scootaloo, or hey, even the rest of the CMC ever found out that Fluttershy had some similar troubles growing up, I could see an episode revolving around the four of them relating to each other over such a struggle. Secondly, let us also remember the immense amount of effort that Fluttershy needed to put in through that montage during Hurricane Fluttershy. That feeling of pushing yourself past every limit, and it's still not measuring up to everyone else. Imagine if Scootaloo was gleefully watching all the Pegasi going through these speed trials, looking forward to the day when Spitfire would come to visit Ponyville, and everyone would conjure up a water tornado to feed Cloudsdale. Now imagine that Scootaloo also happened to witness Fluttershy's initial speed of 0.5, just happening to come across her intense training in the fields nearby, only to see her speed come up to 2.3. And then when everything was on the line, when every other Pegasi in Ponyville wasn't enough, Fluttershy was the one to pull through that final bit needed to achieve success. Now fast forward to Season 4, when Scootaloo was going through her deepest struggles of flight to the finish. There could have been a genuine shift when Scootaloo felt that even though she admired Rainbow Dash to no end, Fluttershy might actually have been the far more relatable and perhaps even more effective teacher when Scootaloo was at her lowest point. Not to mention those subsequent moments of Rainbow needing to be admired as a celebrity has gotten in the way of her being there for Scootaloo more than once. In fact, you could easily argue that ever since Flight to the Finish, it's actually Scootaloo who's been the better teacher for Rainbow rather than the other way around. But looking at things from this perspective, and considering that this relationship has never been explored in the show before, I have to wonder whether having Scootaloo look up to Fluttershy as a mentor might have made for a really good story. What do you think? I am Dr. Wolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.